The Assembly will now take a decision on draft Resolution A/ES-10/L33 entitled Demand for Ceasefire in Gaza.
The Assembly is now voting on draft resolution A/ES-10/L33 entitled Demand for Ceasefire in Gaza. The voting has been completed.
The result of the vote is as follows. In favor, 158, against 9, abstentions 13. The draft resolution A/ES-10/L.33 is adopted. The Assembly will now take a decision on draft resolution A/ES-10/L.32 entitled Support for the Mandate of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East.
The Assembly is now voting on draft resolution A/ES-10/L32 entitled Support for the Mandate of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East. Will all delegations confirm that the votes are accurately reflected on the screen, the machine?
The result of the vote is as follows. In favor, 159, against 9, abstentions 11. Draft resolution A/ES-10/L32 is adopted.
The messages we send to the world through these resolutions matter, and both of these resolutions have significant problems. One rewards Hamas and downplays the need to release the hostages, and the other denigrates Israel without providing a path forward to increasing humanitarian assistance to Palestinian civilians.
Thank you, Mr. President. Every year, we go through the same routine, the same tired resolutions villainizing Israel, laying bare the UN's bias and prejudice for all to see. Over the past week, this Assembly has passed countless resolutions targeting Israel, yet not a single resolution condemning Hamas. The UN and its members continue its obsession with Israel. For almost 80 years, you have perfected your obsession with blaming Israel while you blindly fund hatred and violence. By voting for these resolutions, you are not voting to protect humanitarian values, but to protect an organization that has become a haven for terror. You vote for the resolutions knowing the truth, knowing that UNRWA is not a neutral actor, but an entity hopelessly infiltrated by Hamas. UNRWA is a unique agency created not to solve a problem, but to preserve one. Over the years, billions of dollars have been invested into UNRWA. Even before October 7th, UNRWA had failed its mandate, both professionally and morally. While intended to provide social and educational services, it has become one of the largest promoters and participants in violence and hatred.
Gaza today is the bleeding heart of Palestine and open, painful wound for the human family. Stop the bleeding and restore life in Gaza so it can be once again the beating heart of Palestine. Stop the bleeding so we can restore credibility to our international system, so we can ensure ensure it for future generations, so our people can live, so our region can thrive, so that international peace and security can be preserved.
Gaza doesn't exist anymore. It is destroyed. Palestinians are facing hunger, despair, and death. There is no reason for this war to continue. We need a ceasefire now. We need to bring hostages home now.
I thank the distinguished
400 days since Hamas's abhorrent attacks